What's happening, everybody? Welcome back. This is Forgo. Today we're going to talk about Shun Ei, an absolutely spectacular character and a unique character amongst every character that we have available in the game. And I really have gave Kofus a lot of credit, and Netmarble particularly, for making these characters different and unique amongst each other. And Shun Ei is no exception to the rule, guys. Not only is a cool looking character with these wonderful looking animations, but everything is based off of his basic attack. All of his damage is based off of basic attack. And to understand how to play Shun Ei, you need to understand how to do what's called guard canceling, and I'm going to show you guys that here in a little bit before I show you the actual guild raid run. Now, I'm not the best at guard canceling, to be fully transparent with you guys. In all honesty, most people that do this are into PvP, they practice it a lot, they get very good at it, and so for those of you, you're going to be insane with a character like this, and for those of you that are not, Shun Ei is still amazing, guys. You can just hold your basic attack down while you're attacking, you still do good damage, but you're going to do a lot more if you can guard cancel, because you're going to do a lot more basic attacks in your rotations. You're going to do way more, which means a whole lot more damage. I mean, when you look at this guy's kit, right? I mean, he does have a great leadership, but it's only for green fighters. That's kind of a bummer. So if we get green OP fighters, this is going to be a really good leadership for them. But he only has 15% PG right now. I'm going to talk later on about Shun Ei and how awesome of a shield breaker he is, especially against Geese. I've already recorded a bunch of runs for you guys so you can see exactly how to play him, because he is a very, very good shield breaker, but he requires some finesse gameplay in order to make him really good at it, as well as being an insane support. But today we're just talking about his damage and just talking about, guard canceling, and just to play him the best that you can to get the most damage out of this character that you can. But the strike skill increase is great, but the increased damage by 54% on a critical hit is massive. I mean, it's the highest increased damage on a critical hit available on any character in the game. And then the CDR core, the cooldown reduction core, that lowers the cooldown by 0.5 seconds and all of the enemy's defense by 30% for 11 seconds upon landing a basic attack. This stacks up 90%. So the decreased defense goes up to 90%. It's all about the basic attack, guys. It's not about his skills. You're going to use them, but it's about his basic attacks. Enters Fury State upon 7 seconds upon landing an active skill. Deals physical damage equal to 30% of attack every time a skill lands. Immune to burn, chill, freeze, and gains damage immunity for 5 seconds, and recovery 10% when HP is 30% or below. So when he gets below 30%, he's going to get a 10% HP. I've talked about this before. It's actually really, really good, and he actually has quite a bit of survivability because of this immunity core that's on a 9-second cooldown, and the fact that he does get a heal. He also casts a shield, which also aids in his survivability. Really, Shun Ei's really just got everything going on, guys. Unique, really cool gameplay, although he can give you some thumbinitis, if you know what I mean. I'll show you here in a little bit. But also having the survivability with the shield, the immunity, the heal, really, really amazing kit. And then he also increased active skill damage by 25% upon landing a basic attack, guard included, and this goes up to 75. So let's go up to 75% attack. Again, another basic attack buff. And then when you look at his kit, I'm not going to talk about ZX Core today, guys, but his first skill applies chill and flame, right? Well, it doesn't apply chill, it applies increased chill target damage received. And this is different and unique only to Shun Ei. And the cool thing about this, guys, is whenever you use this skill, this is going to stack on top of regular increased target damage received, which makes him a really, really amazing support, as I'll show you in the future, guys. I've been able to put some pretty insane scores up using this guy as a support character instead of certain other characters that are insanely awesome as supports as well. But the fact that he has double dodge, just like Iori with the flame and the chill, is nice. The second skill actually gives the chill, which is really, really wonderful. It is awesome. And just like Iori, guys, you can take this guy in RHD. You can just melt the living hell out of the opponents. It's not as good as Iori as far as melting them, but his dot is still extremely powerful, right? And they increase on basic attack damage by 800% for 12 seconds. Again, basic attacks guide. Decrease burn targets defenses by 70%. So it's important to have that burn applied so that way you can do even more damage. Increase critical damage by 65% upon use. And then the third skill, again, the increased critical rate by 35% for 10 seconds. Increased attack by 90% for 10 seconds. Really, really awesome. And then his finisher. Now his finisher actually increases the attack of all teammates by 60%. And this is also another thing that's really good about him as a support, but also for himself. It's actually really, really amazing. Now, I have done extensive testing, guys, and just like Iori, the Rugal set is doing more damage than the new banner set. The testing I've done, guys, I've tested that banner set in a bunch of characters, and it just seems like it's doing less damage. But again, I don't know if Iori and Shun Ei at A5, if they're going to do better with that set or not. I have no idea unless I have these characters at A5. But I can tell you below A5, A4, A3, A2, and A1, this guy does more damage with the Rugal set or the Athena set than he does with the new banner set, which is pretty wacky, but it seems to be the case. And I do have these two cards. Now, this Transcend stat isn't going to apply to Shun Ei, and then, of course, we have this option card as well. Plus, Shun Ei's 3PG does give him this increased attack speed, which is really, really great for doing your basic attacks over and over. It's like, it's like when you're doing your combos with your basic attacks, guys, he's like, boom, boom, right? But whenever you get that increased attack speed, pew, pew, he's just much, much faster. I know some of you are probably laughing at that little thing I just did, but, it is what it is. I'm just trying to give an example. But it's just so much faster, and it's going to allow you to do more damage. And that's why if you're really, really good at guard canceling, you're going to be really amazing with this guy, okay? And then he has a level 10 affinity system. So let me show you guys what guard canceling is so you can understand exactly what I'm doing in this video. So if we go to Dungeon of Trials, guys, we'll jump in here. And we're going to go in here. Now, whenever you guard cancel, guys, what you want to do is you want to put your directional button towards the opponent whenever you're facing them. So, for example, if I'm on the left side of the opponent, I'm going to go right. If I'm on the right side of the opponent, I'm going to go left and hold it. Hold your directional button towards the opponent that you're facing. So in this case, when I'm facing the spider robot, I'm going to be holding right the whole time. And whenever I hold that right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tap my basic attack twice. I'm going to go beep, beep with my basic attack, and then I'm going to hit my guard. And then I'm going to go beep, beep with my basic attack twice, and then my guard once. Every character is different, guys. Sometimes you just tap the basic attack once and then the guard once. Sometimes you tap the basic attack 3 times and then the guard once. They're all different. But for Shun Ei, from the testing I've done, is tap the basic attack twice and then the guard. Now, if I'm mistaken about that, let me know in the comments down below. But that seems to be what's working out for me. So let me show you guys. Now, another thing, and this isn't really a damage showing, although I guess it kind of will be at the same time of doing this. But so we're just going to do the 3, 2, 1, right? 3, 2, 1, and we're going to go. And this is how you guard cancel, guys. Tap the basic attack twice, right? And there you go. And that's how you do it, guys. You just want to hold your directional button towards the opponent. I don't care that I did this. Just hold the directional button towards the opponent and then, hit your basic attack twice. Always hold the directional button towards your opponent, hit your basic attack twice, guard once, basic attack twice, guard once. And the faster you can do that, beep, beep, boom, beep, beep, boom, beep, beep, boom, the faster you do that, the more basic attacks you're going to land and the more damage you're going to do with this character. And we got the 2.1 billion. Not bad, right? Not bad. A2 character, just saying, pretty insane. Doing basic attacks for the most part. Getting that. Yeah, we threw in some skills, but when have you ever seen a character do that much damage with basic attacks? It's just crazy, right? And if you do take the character in the RHD, like I said earlier, right? If you take him in here, guys, and try to use him, he does melt. He actually does do some pretty good damage in here as far as, getting it done. I'll just show you guys an example. It's not going to be like Iori. Iori's darkness just melts the living crap out of him like Ivy. But Shun Ei is actually really, really amazing in here as well. He does very good. You just want to hit his second skill. Well, there we go. And, well, I mean, it's melting pretty damn good. It's melting pretty good. You know what? I think I underestimated Shun Ei. I think it's actually a lot better than I gave him credit for. That's actually pretty good. There we go. And melt. Yeah, he just melts amazingly. It's like just crazy, just crazy. I got my controller set up different than normal, so I wasn't exactly using my directional button the way I should be. But I did that because of the basic attack, because of the guard canceling that we're doing. It's a lot easier for me to guard cancel with the crosshair than it is with the actual joystick. So let me show you guys a guild raid run. This is just going to be a complete solo. So check this out, guys. This is going to be pretty wild, all right? And definitely something you don't see from any other character, that's for sure. So I'm just going to start off with a 3, 2, 1, right? We're going to do our default, and we're just going to keep going and going and going. 3, 2, 1. Keep going, keep going, keep going. 3, 2, 1. And you can hold his basic attack down to do his basic attacks, guys. If you want, you can just go 3, 2, 1, hold your basic attack down, 3, 2, 1, hold your basic attack down. But I promise you guys, if you guard cancel like what I'm doing here, you're going to do more damage. To put things in perspective, whenever I would just go 3, 2, 1, hold my basic attack down with this character, I would get like 30 billion, okay? And because I'm guard canceling, and again, I'm not the best at it, you know, it's not something I do a lot of or really at all, but, you know, I just wanted to show you this to show you the best way to play this character and get the most damage out of him. All right, here we go. And the thing about him that's like a caveat, but also insanely good, is his chill. It breaks meters super, super fast. You know, if I want to break a meter even faster, I'd put the Shun Ei option card on this guy. But in truth, I feel like, you know, at A2 with the 2 stones, I feel like it just melts it way too fast. In fact, he pretty much almost melts it too fast as it is, right? I mean, look at that meter, guys. It's just going to go down. Of course, Geese goes into a iframe, little bastard, right? And, you know, this isn't the perfect run. I definitely could have done better, guys. I did spend a few hours trying to queue up a nice little run, trying to practice these basics. But look at the damage when he's doing these basic attacks, man. It's just nuts. So when you have all the buffs from the 3, the 2, the 1, and the default, you really want to try to get that default in there as much as you can. You're going to do a lot of damage. And plus, using your striker. I'm not really using my striker as efficiently as I should in this run because, again, guys, when I mapped my controller here, it is different than what I'm normally used to because it's a lot easier again for me to use the crosshair whenever holding my directional button than it is for me to use the joystick on my controller. You know, it's just, that's what it is. Another little tidbit about Shun Ei, guys, is that look how far he is from Geese. You really want to be, like, whenever you do your 3PG animation, if you see that Shun Ei is very, very close to Geese, you'll know that he'll be right in front of Geese the next time. So when you go into your skills, he's always going to hit. You don't have to worry about the second skill hitting, it always will. But the third and the first skill, they need to be fairly close to hit. And in order to close the distance right here, you really would just hit the first skill to close the distance, get closer, and then go 3, 2 if you choose to do so. But to really just avoid the whole distance thing at all is just to, you know, make sure that you're close. Like, you know, if you get yourself over in a corner, guys, and you have Shun Ei and Geese is right in front of you over in a corner, then you'll always be really close to him. Like his fist will look like they're pounding in Geese's face. And that's really what you want. Whenever it's like this, it kind of sucks when you have all that distance. And I'm going to show you guys that again in future runs using him as a shield breaker because that little tidbit of information I just gave you is going to be very, very valuable whenever you're using him for a shield breaker. Because when you're that far away, guys, it is honestly a real pain in the butt, not to mention the way his shield just breaks meters on its own without even having shock applied to Geese. But I mean, guys, with 35 billion, like I said, I got like 30 billion just going 3, 2, 1, holding my basic attack down, whereas doing all this guard canceling that I'm doing, I have been able to jump my damage up, you know, tremendously, guys. And there's players that, you know, shout out to iRunman, you know, he was able to hit 54 billion with a level 90, you know, Shun Ei. That's insane. But he's damn good at guard canceling, right? I'm not that really that good at it, you know, just being fully honest with you guys. But I mean, but still, 42 billion, guys, like 30 billion if I just hold my basic attack down, and 42 billion if you guard cancel. And that's why I wanted to show you guys what guard canceling was, so that way you could hopefully improve your damage with Shun Ei by doing that method. Every time that meter is broken on this guy, you can do your guard canceling. Remember, it's your directional button towards the opponent, and then you want to go tap your basic attack twice, then your guard once. Basic attack twice, guard once while you're holding your directional button the whole time. You never let off that directional button, otherwise you won't be able to do it. But it's really awesome, guys, and really just unique only to Shun Ei, and it really does make me wonder if we're going to get other characters in the future that have this, man. I mean, it's pretty wild, but I'm not going to lie to you guys. Like, I really like it because it's different and unique, but I don't like it because it gives me frickin' thumbonitis and I just can't stand the whole tapping like crazy. You know, I mean, sometimes tapping's all good, hint, hint, if you know what I mean. But when it comes to tapping on a controller, it's just not really exactly my cup of tea. You know, it almost kind of reminds me of spamming, even though you're not really spamming. But it is what it is. You can't have everything with every character, but I do like Shun Ei, and I do think he's fantastic. And again, guys, if you don't want to do the guard canceling thing, Don't do it. 3, 2, 1, hold your basic attack down. Once your skills get off cooldown, 3, 2, 1 again, hold your basic attack down. It's that simple. Use your 3PG when you need to. He's really, really simple to play, especially if you're just doing solos. And all in all, guys, I think he's a fantastic character. This guy's a total badass. So guys, let me know what you think about Shun Ei, and I do stream on Twitch at 9 p.m. GD+7 time. The link is in the description below. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one. See everybody. Bye-bye.